Hey guys, it is Greg. Welcome to my channel. If you just landed here, guys, do me a favor, smash the like, smash the subscribe button. It would be appreciated. I'm going to go over a coin called Vechain. It's been requested for a while, and a lot of people, I don't say a lot, a few people have some questions on what's going on possibly with Vechain. We're going to take a look at that. I'm not going to go too deep into the fundamentals or of the coin. I'll say that it's been around for a while. It's a pretty good coin. There may be some issues with it, but we're going to look at just the technicals today. So here's Vechain. It's 2 cents basically. It's up 5% today. They have a lot of followers on Twitter, almost 600,000. They've gained 1,000 followers since yesterday because I looked at it on yesterday. Now here's what's interesting too, that you guys know. Walmart, they're working with Walmart out in the East, some companies in Europe about using their blockchain technology to, I think, do some tracking for the food industry for them, which could be big news, could have good future for them. They're having a very good case use for Vechain going into the future. So that's good. That's a positive. But we're going to go over what the technicals say. And right now, there's been some questions on this structure. And they're going, Greg, why is it corrected so deep? Depends on how you want to look at this. All right, I'm going to show you a couple options and also a couple counts. One is there may be some people trying to get a 5-wave impulse out of this, and you can. I can get a 5-wave impulse out of that. All you have to do is go over here to logarithmic and turn it off, and now I can turn it into a 5-wave impulse just like that, guys. I turn it back on, and that comes off. Personally, I think when you're looking at the bigger time frames with cryptocurrencies, the daily especially and up, you want to be on logarithmic, in my opinion. But at the same time, if you're doing technical analysis, you want to check both. You want to check both log and also linear or semi-log, however you want to do that. That's usually the best case to go about that. If you take a look at this RSI, I'm getting indications based off the RSI data for a 3rd wave peak there, 5. So I have a 5-wave impulse with divergence right there. Here's what's interesting. Right there, I have divergence right there too. So I have a 5 and a 5. And just looking at the length of them could be tricky. Some people may think that that's a 5-wave impulse. Let's take a look at the 3-day. If I go out to the 3-day and I get a little bit different picture, you can see from this peak to this peak, there's no divergence. So more than likely, what is that? That's an ABC, guys. That's a corrective move up. Now, that's not to say that this coin's not going to, Vechain is not going to blow up sometime in the future. Not saying that. I'm just saying that this right here was an ABC and not an impulse move. It's an impulse move within the A and it's an impulse move within B, but there's some people that can get tricked. This is how Elliott waves work, and this is where some traders can get tricked. Thinking this is 1, 2, 3, and they're in this trade only for it to fall back over, just like in this case. Okay, so now I'm not going to go over the depth of it, but here's an issue where I think somebody was talking about and gave me some information about Vechain. See, if you do it's an ABC move, and 50% is going to be a reasonable correction for that. It's going to go deeper. You can see it's already hit 50% on logarithmic. If I take it off log, and I'm going under the assumption now that this is a 5-wave impulse, and here's the question about being corrected so deep, is it's well beyond 90%. Well, the reason for that is because the leg over here in total was not that big over here because it was a ABC move or a 3-wave move up. That's why it seems to be correcting so deep. In my opinion, I don't think that it really is doing anything out of the ordinary. It's at the 50% mark. And what is Vechain going to do once it's done with this correction over here? I have no idea. It could do another move like this. This was a massive move. You think about it, it went up 14,000%. And Vechain could end up doing another one of those right over there. Or maybe Vechain is now more people are going to like it and it'll be more of a 5-wave impulse over there, which is what you want. Now, would I enter into this coin over here? I wouldn't. Me being a swing trader and entering and exiting out of cryptocurrencies, I would rather see Vechain make some sort of move off the bottom, and then I would enter in over here like that, and then ride that up. Okay, that's what I would do with Vechain. Me personally, you might have a different strategy. You might like look at the coin differently and like other things about it, and you want to buy the dip. Now, I'm going to go over a couple counts on this correction over here and let you guys know what is a couple possibilities. Going through that other method by taking it off log, you know, some people are going to say the correction is over. I don't think so. So there's a couple ways you can look at this. This is one big WXY, and with a move like this, a 1.38 is a very nice correction. It's one area, and it hit right at 1.38. So that's not a surprise if this whole thing's a WXY. So what is that? Here's a three-wave move, and it's finishing off for a zigzag. It doesn't, it's kind of, to me, it's kind of strange looking with this area, and then swinging back down. And you can check this as a zigzag too. So I'm giving this more the bullish count. I would not be surprised if it's not it, but we'll go ahead and do it. And a 1-to-1 would be a good target area on that zigzag, and it's almost hit it. Okay, so we're looking pretty good right there so far with the numbers lining up. And then if this is finish off a zigzag, the reason I'm gonna give you an alternate count is because of this in here. This is throwing everything off. You'd have to go like this, make this a 3, 4, 5, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's finishing off another fourth wave sequence. So I will go deeper into the 8-hour chart, and I'll show you guys that you can see it'll be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just like so. Fifth wave's extending. And then if you come down here, we'll come a little bit closer into this area, and you can see you might have something along the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this next sequence would be 1, 2, 3, up for this 4, and back down for a 5. Now I do have targets for that. The targets for that can be as low as 0.021 and maybe down to 0.019, and also 0.018 is somewhere I would suspect for that the coin to go. So with the RSI data on the 8-hour, you can see there's divergence right there. And then on the daily too, you can see a massive amount of divergence. Doesn't mean that that's the that is absolutely the count, but it's given indication that it has a lot of divergence. And I still think there's one more swing low for the coin, a little bit in this kind of this count right here, and it'll be finished right here in this area if this is correct count. Now let's go over the other count, be on the safe side. All right, guys, now I have an alternate count that I want to show you on Vechain in case things turn for the worse for this coin, and you may be wondering what it may be going on. So this is where I'm counting more of this as a flat type move right here. Okay, for the W, and went up on this X, and it's swinging back down for a Y. A nice 1-to-1 ratio, which be hit a target of 0.012 for that area, and also 0.018 for Vechain. And what would that be? Is it'd be a nice W, three-wave at the three-wave move. I don't think this is it. It could be though. And then you have an ABC. So for within that is another WXY. Now there's some people that do Elliott waves that say there can't be WXYs within WXYs. I don't believe that. There is possible. It is definitely possible. And you take a look, here would be your ABC right there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And down here would be another ABC, just like so. Okay. Show you some areas and some targets on that. That could definitely be a possibility. If you take a look at this leg that it did, the reason I'm going with discount too is just because the structure in here just seems to be off from this structure, making this a connector. Okay. So if you take a look at this leg and get a retrace on that and look at it, a 50% for a B wave would be perfectly acceptable. And that is just right below it right now. Okay. And also could be acceptable for a fourth wave. A fourth wave could be up there too. So that's why it's some questions. So you'd be looking at with Vechain is A, B, and swing down for a C. And then you can get your target on that. These zigzags like to go 1-to-1. and just swing it up like so, right in that area, about 0.016 in those areas. So that box, if this is the count, this would box area would be the count for me for Vechain. All right, guys. And so you want to keep that in the back of your mind. There could potentially be more downside. There's some that are saying that Vechain's correction is probably over. You know, I don't know the future, and that is a possibility. I don't think so. There's just different ways you can look at Vechain. Now, the question is where can it go? Where is this coin going to end up once it's done with a correction down here? That's a good question. It could go bullish, or it could just go in another move like this. This could be another massive move. Now, this is what I would say. I say at this point in time with Bitcoin and Ethereum and other markets, I think that there's a possibility. Either there's a local low end, or Bitcoin is going to be going down, swinging back down to a little bit lower to make a bottom, or going near the 17,000 area where it was before to create the bottom. I think we're in the bottom forming process with Bitcoin right now. Now, Bitcoin doesn't go bullish, and it just so happens to go in a corrective move up like so. You could see a coin like this do a 50% retracement on its whole leg. So just say, for example, it goes down there. You can see Vechain go from, say, 0.016 all the way back up to 0.06. So you could look at something like potentially 260, 250%, 260% gains for a coin like that. It's just going to be a matter of time. Nobody knows the future. They're not going to be able to tell you this is going absolutely into a 5-wave impulse. So the only way you're going to know is to wait, be patient, and see what kind of moves that it has going out of there. So let's take a look at the real brief going into the moves that are within Vechain. You know, it does look promising that this is looking okay for Vechain right now. You just got to have more patience and let it suss itself out. Okay, so but right now it's questionable for me. So if I take that leg and go to that leg, you know, it's looking more like 618, 786. Hasn't even hit the 1-to-1. So this is more looking like a zigzag to me. Now, the thing is with coins like this, and even Bitcoin, is once they've gone deep into a correction, they've been pummeled and they've dropped a lot. Sometimes moves like this can disguise themselves and be questionable, be very hard to find that. What I mean, they're hard to find that they're actually doing impulsive moves. They're just not that strong. So you're not able to rule that out. But Fibonacci levels and numbers are telling me, hey, be careful for the time being. Just remember, you don't have to get in on the exact bottom with any coins and cryptocurrencies, because let's say it does do something like this, and you can be on the safe side and pick it up in an area right there and ride the next wave up. If you made it all the way to the end, I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. Smash a like, smash the subscribe. Peace.